might think this is just another story about high school football. But this is about something more. This is the story of a community born from the fires of the sugarcane fields, where ash falls and gators thrash, and a favorite son comes home in search of greatness.
We win this one, we tell them the sky is orange, they're gonna believe it's orange.
All right. It's the story of players and coaches at two American high schools whose gridiron excellence is matched only by the mountains of obstacles they fought to overcome.
All right, Raiders fans and Blue Devil fans, keep those seatbelts fastened. I don't want you falling out to sea.
We gotta win this game, man.
It's a story of dreams, bound up in a game that's more than just a game.
When you live in a place like this, a lot of stuff you go through, a lot of stuff you see, gonna either break you or make you.
Football is my dream. I got a little scripture right here. Say, your talent is your gift to God.
We got more NFL football players coming out of this area than any school in the country.
For these athletes and those cheering them on, it all comes down to one final play. On the banks of Lake Okeechobee, surrounded by a sea of sugarcane fields, are two tight-knit South Florida towns, Pahokee and Belglade, known collectively to locals as Muck City.
Basically, the muck is an organic soil. Below us, for about 8 feet or more, it's just black organic muck.
We love the muck. The muck is our black gold. You can grow anything on it. Sugar cane, we grow year-round.
When we talk about Muck City, it's pretty much the most western part of Palm Beach County. It's Belglade and Pahokee, Florida.
We're 40 miles from West Palm Beach, 60 miles from Fort Lauderdale.
Most of the stuff in Florida is along both coasts. So we're out here in the middle of nowhere. We have a reputation of being poor, which we are, but we know who we are and we're very proud of it. It's kind of nice out here. People are friendly. Now we're gonna beat your ass in football.
Muck City versus everybody. We take names and kick ass. That's all it is.
I tell people the muck is known for two major exports. That is sugar and NFL wide receivers.
Since the 1970s, more than 200 players from Pahokee High and their arch rival, Glade Central, have gone on to play college football. More than 60 made it all the way to the NFL. Not bad, considering fewer than 30,000 people call Muck City home.
We have Anquan Bolden, we have Janoris Jenkins,
Robert Newkirk, Johnny Rutledge.
Yeah, Jimmy Spencer. Jimmy Spencer, he with the Broncos.
I play with Santonio Holmes.
Muck City, baby. That's what it's all about, man. These hands that made that Super Bowl catch.
When I played, I was a senior. He was a sophomore. He didn't play as much when I was there because, like I said, the talent was just so great. And you know he made it to the NFL, MVP of Super Bowl and all that, but he wasn't the best one. And that's just the way the talent is here.
When I played in the Super Bowl, we had 5 guys represent the hometown. It was definitely an accomplishment. I don't think too many places can say that.
You don't put 5 homegrown players in the same Super Bowl without setting lofty goals early on.
We expect state titles out of our muck teams. Anything that's less than a state title is considered a failure. It's always going to be that way in the muck.
Pahokee and Glade Central have won 12 state titles between them. But in Muck City, winning a state championship pales in comparison to winning the two schools' head-to-head battle, a local tradition known as the Muck Bowl.
a rivalry between the Glade Central Raiders and the Pahokee Blue Devils. This has been going on for years.
You know, it's like, we better than y'all. Bear Glade better than Pahokee, you know.
I'm a Raider to the bone, man. It even go past my bone.
We competed for the land, like the muck. So we win, we get to have the bragging rights. Oh, we run the muck.
That's bigger than winning a state champion. That is every single thing to them. That's what they live, that's what they breathe, and that's what they are.
Glade Central is the larger of the two schools and has won the Muck Bowl 25 times, including a 70-0 blowout in 2011. Pahokee, meanwhile, has claimed the prized Muck Bowl trophy 13 times.
We love our football here on the Glades. You know, we love basketball and track too, you know, but we football people.
Get over there, get over there, get over there. Up, Devin Hole.
The head coach at Glade Central is former NFL wide receiver and Florida State legend, Jesse Hester. He's also a Glade Central alum.
Jesse Hester, he could fly. He's one of the first guys out of Belgrade to really go to pro and make it.
There you go. Good job, guys, good job. Going into my 7th season coaching here at Glade Central. Graduate of Glade Central High School, went off and played college ball and was fortunate enough to play professionally.
In his first 6 seasons, Coach Hester led the Raiders to the state championship game twice. This kind of success only happens when coaches connect effectively with their players.
You're late, you gotta throw that early strike. Come on, man, throw that early. And to come back and coach these guys has definitely been a dream. Come on, guys, come on, let's go, let's go, let's go. Just to see these kids doing the same footstep that I done on these same fields. The kids are very passionate about the game of football. They also know in order to do that, they gotta have the academics that go along with their play.
I actually graduated 4th in my class. My senior year, I had a couple of academic scholarships.
We have kids that now is lawyers, doctors, nurse practitioner.
The top attorney in the state of Indiana, the first black veterinarian in Beverly Hills, one of the top engineers from NASA for the last 30 years, but they don't get the spotlight because it's not on the gridiron.
We thrive because we have to fight here. You know, we have to fight to be noticed. We have to fight to compete on the football field, in the classrooms. You know, we just want to be the best.
We're trying to hammer that home. You got to be student first and athlete, you know, afterwards.
One player who's blossomed under Coach Hester's leadership is senior defensive end Jermaine Mays.
Jermaine Mays, we call him the team clown. He's full of spirit, a fun-loving kid, just love every moment.
Hey, the freshmen love us, man. I don't know why.
Like many of his teammates, Jermaine's family has lived in Muck City for generations.
All my people stay close. My dad stay further down this way. I don't really be chopping it up with my dad a lot, but he stay right down here. It's like a straight angle. My nephew stay right here. Cousin stay right here. You take another angle this way, my mama stay that way. Feel me? So it's all right here for me. I see how it feels as an adult to struggle, you know what I'm saying? And being from a place like this, you know, you always got that hustle mentality. You can't let nothing deter you from your path. You got a plan, you got to follow that plan. You got to keep going, you know what I'm saying?
Hands open, straight. G-C-R-A-I-D-E-R-A. Raider,
Jermaine's hard work recently hit a setback, one that has implications for him on and off the field.
2 days ago in practice, I had ran into somebody's knee, and then it just got inflated. So like now I'm in a situation where the trainer gotta see the swelling go down, like a lot. If I don't go to the hospital to get the fluid drained out my knee, then I don't want to play. But everybody can't pay hospital bills, you know what I'm saying? I'd rather just thug it out. Growing up, I always wanted to be a Raider, you know what I'm saying? My grandma stayed right out there in the project, and like you can hear the game Friday night. Like you can hear the clank, you know what I'm saying? When somebody make a hit, you can hear the noise. You can see the lights from my grandma's house. So like, I always wanted to be a part of that when I was younger. Being younger, what we used to do, no pads, no protection. We just go out there playing the game. If it was 10 of us, we'll do 5-on-5. If it was 14 of us, we'll do 7-on-7, you know what I'm saying? We got running backs, receivers, we got everything. It's just playing the game. That's how it is when we growing up.
Jermaine, he's anxious to get out there being a senior. He's one kid that understands it is his last hurrah.
Listen up, listen up. It shouldn't have to be no big, long speech. You're talking about trying to motivate you. Tomorrow we win. Tomorrow we win. I ain't got no famous saying for you, none of that kind of junk. Tomorrow you win. Break it down. Break it down.
Execute on me. Execute on 3. 1, 2, 3.
It's the day before one of Glade Central's first games of the season against another rival, Palm Beach Gardens. In order for Jermaine to play, the swelling in his knee must go down, whether he can afford a doctor's visit or not.
If I don't be able to play tomorrow night, I might go home and cry. Every game is your last as a senior, so you gotta take everything serious, you know what I'm saying?
Up the road, another product of the muck is fighting to leave his mark on the field. Demir Bolden, better known as DJ. He's a favorite son of Pahokee, who was called home to take over as the Blue Devils' head coach.
Don't duck your head. See what you're hitting. There you go. Good job.
The Bolden family is practically royalty in Muck City. DJ's older brother, Anquan Bolden, was a star in the NFL for 14 seasons, winning a Super Bowl with the Baltimore Ravens in 2013. But little brother DJ played only briefly in the NFL before a short stint in the Canadian Football League.
Every younger brother wants to be like their older brother. I don't care how old you are or how young you are. But at the same time, I had to find my own identity and who I was as a man.
What DJ discovered was a knack for coaching. To the muck, he now brings 3 years of experience as an assistant on staff with the San Francisco 49ers.
I felt there would be a great opportunity, not only for him, but for Pahokee football as well. You know, Pahokee hit a point in time where we slipped a little bit. Didn't live up to the expectations that we have on a yearly basis. So having DJ come in and be the head coach, I thought would be a great opportunity.
I felt like I had all of the tools, the skills, the leadership to bring back prominence to my hometown again. This is my heritage. Pahokee is my heritage.
Feels good to be home.
In my class, 2003, 2004, we won a state championship, and it started something special. I win championship after championship after championship. So it feels pretty cool to be the guy that spearheaded, you know, the state championships here. You couldn't tell me I wasn't my brother Anquan at that time. I thought it was God's gift to earth.
We about to get that work in. I need you defensive guys to ante up the tempo.
The team that Coach Bolden inherits just suffered through a rare mediocre season the year before. So DJ has to find ways to build up players who are more ragtag than game ready.
Good job, good job. It was perfect until you made a decision to do this. Now, I can't see anymore. Keep your head up.
It's my job to keep things in a relative perspective as far as respect, as far as accountability, because you get kids that fall to the wayside, and you want to reach the kid, and you have to find a way to get that kid to channel those emotions, those thoughts, those feelings to a positive outlet. And obviously that's what football is.
Let's go!
But Coach Bolden doesn't have many positive takeaways from the first few days of practice.
Come on, DJ, speed up the feet on contact.
Early in the season, several of the players have bridled at the rigid structure and high expectations Coach Bolden is bringing to the program.
I'm here to change mindsets. I want energy, I want enthusiasm.
Jog off, don't walk, Cave.
But perhaps Coach Bolden's biggest pet peeve is idle chit-chat during practice, which he believes is a sign of lack of focus and mental toughness.
I don't mind talking. What I do mind, though, is when you're not working while you're talking. That's the issue for me.
Yes, sir.
All right. Try them feet, Kerry.
They never had a real structured practice, trying to teach them how to practice and how to train professionally. Like, this is how it's going to be in college. This is how it's going to be in the pros.
I need more speed out of you, Dre. Your natural tempo too slow.
Coming back and trying to change the coaching, I bring a different level of expertise. I bring a different level of accountability, which is not the norm for a lot of guys.
Ball! Ball! Let's go! This week was the training wheels. We taking training wheels off and we moving full speed.
The team is headed into a tough early season matchup against Palm Beach Lakes, a school with an enrollment more than twice that of Pahokee. But the Blue Devils have long staked their reputation on punching above their weight class.
How to go? Amen.
Amen.
Oh, God.
Our football schedule is one that's probably the toughest schedule in the state. So it was already a task trying to get the guys prepared and ready.
This year, Coach Bolden is counting on a handful of players who transferred from Glade Central in hopes of gaining more playing time. One of those transfers is a 6'3" gifted athlete named Mac Williams, who's vying to be the starting quarterback.
He wasn't getting the type of exposure that he has now at Glade Central, so he said he wanted to be at Pahokee to get the more exposure.
I love Pahokee because I like the program they're running. It's like the way they run it in an orderly fashion, like college-wise, they're getting us ready for the next level. Like when I be at home, I watch colleges just to see which one best fit for me. And they work hard every time, everywhere we go, on and out the field. So in the classroom, at school, or even when we out there just playing around, we still gotta go through the motions that we do at practice.
Perhaps no one is more excited to see Mac develop under Coach Bolden as much as his father, Mac Sr., known to the people of Muck City as Little Mac. But Mac's relationship with his dad can be a rocky one. Little Mac has had his fair share of run-ins with the law and has been in and out of jail several times.
Like me, I've been in and out of the system, so mainly his uncles and mother them kind of raised me.
How you grades doing?
Passed my SAT. I ain't take ACT yet. My GPA high.
What if football ain't what happened? What you gonna do?
If I don't make or do make, I'm gonna start a business. I'm gonna build a house around here for the homeless people. For real.
Them shelters.
Yeah, I'm gonna build some of them.
You need money to do that.
Yeah.
How you gonna get it? You gotta have a plan. You gotta dedicate yourself. Once you dedicate yourself, man, you gonna be straight. So once you put your mind to it and you do it, can't nobody take nothing from you. You got to show and prove. I keep telling you that. So it's up to you. I ain't gonna say I was the A1 father of the year, but you know I'm always here for you. Keep your head straight. Stay level. I told you I'm gonna make it. I'm gonna make it every game. As long as I'm here, I'm gonna make it. Feel me? Yeah. So I'm here for my son, you know. Anything that better him, I'm trying to be supportive of it. So he's on the right track, and I want him to stay on the right track.
Coach Bolden is excited to start the season with talented transfers from Glade Central. He wants them to know he has their back, but he also wants to make sure they're ready to live up to his high expectations.
Yes, we have a lot of guys that play professional football or has played collegiate football, but what we didn't have was a lot of guys that coached professional football or coached on a high level. I believe Pahokee High School hired me because they knew that I had been a coach on a higher level, so they felt that I can implement something greater or way better than what they've had in the past. And I think it's holding true.
I feel like this was the best place for me instead of down there. Just gotta keep my head right and keep doing what Coach tells me.
I mean, at the end of the day, this is high school football, and it's about you guys. And if you guys are unhappy or pleased with something, we as coaches have to give you guys a voice to say what's going on, what's not working, if I'm a real coach, it's my job to get you in school. Mac, Don, I want each and every last one of y'all to earn a scholarship to go to college. And if you go to college, you're that much closer to changing your whole family lives, not just yourself. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir. For real.
All right, y'all, man.
See you, man.
Have a safe weekend.
People absolutely love football here. And for many of the young men in this town, it's a way to leave this town.
Student athletes across the Glades region hope to secure a place at the collegiate level as a result of their performance on the field or in the classroom, the latter at which kids from Muck City increasingly excel.
For 90% of the guys, that's way out.
For me in life, football is the key to going places you never gone before.
Cause we don't produce no basketball players and nothing like that. It's strictly football. Get it out the muck.
It's the day before Pahokie's showdown with Palm Beach Lakes. Coach Bolden's pregame plan includes an off-campus meeting where he tries to shore up team unity.
Hey, put phones away, guys. Phones away. Your phones out here.
Obviously, this is my first season as a head coach here at Pahokie High School. The expectations is high, but in order to maximize the expectations, there's a couple of things that we have to address early on.
Everybody stand up and lock on. Stand up and lock on. Listen up. In the Roman Empire time, there's a strategy of war. As long as y'all have locking arms, who can breach this? Who? Nobody can get in between the Pahokee football team as long as y'all are unified. But as soon as you get one knucklehead to unlock arms, you have an enemy in your camp. And once you get an enemy in your camp, he caused great destruction and chaos and fear and intimidation. We the Pahokee football team. We give chaos. We give fear. We give intimidation. If you guys stand together, that's nothing nobody can do to you. Period. If you stand together. 1, 2, 3.
While Pahokie must travel to face Palm Beach Lakes High School, Glades Central's game is against Palm Beach Gardens, and it's on the Raiders' home turf.
Thank you. How y'all doing? Y'all cooking?
It's just a few hours before kickoff, and Jermaine Mays has learned he won't be suiting up.
The trainer had told me that I won't be able to play tonight because of my injury. I'm trying not to show it, but I'm real emotional about it. I just gotta take it an hour at a time, a minute at a time. However it's gonna take me to get through it, then that's what I'm gonna do.
Only if you would listen, bro. I would have got this took out Monday when it first happened. Would have been good.
I can't go to no hospital, man. You know that, man.
Well, scared of needles. Y'all can see it. We don't get the fluid took out.
I ain't scared of needles, AJ. Feel me? Everybody ain't got no fun, man.
As kickoff approaches, the atmosphere at the stadium and inside the Glades Central locker room intensifies.
Let's make this community great. Let's make this community proud. You guys are riding on great shoulders that made Glades Central great. When they make a play tonight, you come back and you punch them in the mouth. This Glades Central, it's in our DNA.
Bring it in, bring it in, bring it in close, bring it in close.
No more excuses. We are one in the spirit and we are one in the flesh. 1, 2, 3, win!
It's really a big game for us. It's a really true test of where we're at as a football team.
For decades, the teams at Glades Central have been renowned for their blazing speed and grit.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's that time, and it is on.
And against Palm Beach Gardens, both are on display early and often. Though one of the grittiest players remains on the sidelines.
Let go, boss! Let's go, man!
Nah, most of the boys know right now I can't play, you know what I'm saying? But I still gotta root my boys on.
Jermaine's fellow defensive players come up big, snagging an interception and extending the lead against Palm Beach Gardens.
Touchdown! Touchdown, baby! Man, she's a little better than the Dolphins.
Let go! Let go!
A little better for this thing, too. Pass the ball back!
At halftime, the Raiders have a comfortable lead. But in the second half, Palm Beach Gardens narrows the gap with some speedy play of their own.
Hey, Ryan! Both! Get out there! He goes! Touchdown!
If we win tonight, I think it'll be one of the biggest wins because this is a hard school.
Right now, we're in a crunch situation, but you can't lay down, not on a team like this. So what they gotta do is they gotta stay focused, they gotta calm down and keep playing football.
At the end of the third quarter, it's neck and neck as each team continues to put points on the board.
Take your heart right here. You ain't got no heart, you can't play this sport right here.
I just wish I was on the field, that's all. Think about all the plays I can make.
Jermaine also realizes that every minute he's not out there, it's a lost opportunity to catch the eye of college scouts.
I always tell them boys that people in the stands are watching you. You never know who's watching you.
Late in the fourth quarter, it's a Palm Beach Gardens receiver who turns heads when he breaks away for what could be the game-time touchdown.
That ride, Billy! That ride, man!
Raiders standout Jim Davis pulls down the receiver, but he still crosses the goal line,
Touchdown!
making it a one-point game. All eyes are on the kicker. Palm Beach Gardens can tie if it hits this extra point.
Nah, it's a one-score game. Adrenaline rushing, adrenaline rushing.
And the Raiders block the ball.
You gotta keep playing your game. You can't quit. Good game, good game.
Though the final score was a little too close for comfort, Coach Hester takes pride in every victory, especially against a formidable rival like Palm Beach Gardens.
Hooray for defense, hooray at last. Hooray for defense, they are Raiders from the past.
The victory also inspires Jermaine to find a way to somehow pay to go see the doctor about his injured knee.
Straight up, you got something to say?
Y'all boys know I've been out because I was injured with the fluid in my knee. I didn't want to go to the hospital, you know what I'm saying? But seeing y'all boys on the field, how y'all pulled through for each other, you know what I'm saying? Kept playing, kept going on. I gotta go to the hospital for y'all boys.
Let's go, Cougar Rat! Cougar Rat! 1, 2, 3, play!
Anytime Glade Central notches a win, that puts pressure on the players and coaches at Pahokee to match their arch rivals' performance.
Headed into this game with Palm Beach Lakes, I feel like our chances are very great. Let's do this. Just if I get the guys rallied up, get the troops rallied, I feel like we can go in and take this victory.
Get dressed, everything, put it on. Let's go.
Coach Bolden and the rest of the Blue Devil faithful are counting on transfer QB Mac Williams to have a big game against Palm Beach Lake's bruising defense.
They feel like I'm not taking control of the offense, so that's what I just got to go out there and do when I get out there.
Trying to work on get my team right and get my head in the game.
I go back to the old days when we said Pahokee Pride. Pahokee Pride meant something. It meant nobody was taking nothing from us. It's one unit, man. It's one heartbeat, man. It's Pahokee Pride. Blue Devils!
guys feel great and confident going into it. I think as a coach, for me, it's just trying to prepare them to go in and just compete on a high level.
Let's go!
Pahokee gets the ball first, but the Palm Beach Lakes defense shuts down Mac Williams and the rest of the Blue Devils from the get-go.
Gotta give a better angle, man! Force it back in!
Then the Rams take over.
And he couldn't go all the way. Touchdown!
He ain't killing us, dog.
On the play.
On his second series under center, Mac Williams continues to struggle.
Pass was incomplete.
And on just the fifth play from scrimmage, he throws an interception.
Who you throwing the ball to?
11, stay 11, stay 11. Stay outside.
Let's go, defense.
Go get it. And he couldn't go all the way.
Palm Beach Lakes goes on to score a pile of unanswered points, thanks in part to another interception from Mac Williams, brought on by the Rams' fearsome pass rush. At this point, Coach Bolden has seen enough.
Get him out the game. Bro, you want to play football today? You can left you home.
Mac is benched, and Pahokee rotates in the second-string QB, KJ Bowie, number 14, but he doesn't fare much better than Mac.
I thought I was gonna like come out and be the starter and like have a great season with my team, like as a starter. But
sometimes I be nervous to throw the ball because I feel like my ball ain't gonna be right.
All I gotta do is just stay focused mentally, so when I get on the field, I know what to do.
Mac's a good quarterback. Now, when he learns how to go through progressions good, you'll see a whole new player. He's the future. He is our future.
But tonight, it's clear Mac has a long way to go.
I swear, if I hear a soul talking on Monday, they will not go to Jacksonville.
The score is Palm Beach Lakes, 48.
Yep.
Pahokee, 0.
The loss comes as the largest for Pahokee in 6 years. Perhaps no one is more shocked than the Blue Devils' new coach.
Need y'all to ask yourself a real question. Do y'all feel like y'all played y'all hearts out tonight? No, sir. It was 40-something to 0. I don't believe that's y'all. So I'm gonna look within, see what I can do differently as a coach. Because obviously what I'm trying to do is not working. Looking at my coaches, what can we do differently?
The next practice will be an angry practice. It will be a disciplined practice. I can tell you that.
Any real man self-reflects, we're gonna find the answers. I promise you, if the last thing I do in this world, I'm gonna find the answers. I'm gonna find the guys who wanna play football.
The loss further ratchets up the pressure on Coach Bolden to succeed.
None of this stuff matters if we don't win. So for me, this is like putting more fire under the butt. You know, you wanna come and be a part of this, win.
But being back in Muck City has one silver lining for this native son. Sunday dinner at his mother Brenda's house. While Brenda gladly serves up DJ some comfort food, she doesn't mince words when it comes to her thoughts on the loss to Palm Beach Lakes.
I was very disappointed the way they played, very. I don't know what to say about these kids. Either you want it or you don't. That's what I feel about it. And ain't nobody gonna give you nothing. You got to work hard for it.
We bless the food that is prepared before us as we give you the glory and all the honor. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen.
Amen.
Yes,
sir. Yes, sir.
I have to self-reflect. I have to go back to the drawing board as a leader, as a mentor, as a coach, and figure out how I can get my guys ready. Everybody look at me as a head coach and think we just go out on Fridays and do it. Like, no.
Like there's 1,000 other things that need to be done on a day-to-day basis to get to Friday, you know, to be able to win. And I don't think everybody fully understands that on my staff completely.
You know, one of the biggest things you have to do is you know, pay attention to your staff, you know, because you got to be that leader and that example. It just, some people are not ready for change.
I am from Pahokee, but I've been gone for 15 years.
There's an expectation here, and you want to live up to that expectation. So the only pressure I feel is the expectation of the community of Pahokee.
But I have to be headstrong. Now we see where the chips fall come next Friday.
Next time on Fourth and Forever.
Stay tight!
The jury's still out on whether or not Pahokee fans can accept a former Raider on the Blue Devil coaching staff.
I grew up in Belglade. I graduated from Glade Central, actually, the rival school.
Everybody wants me. It's not about no other coach on this staff. It's about me.
And Jermaine Mays comes back from his knee injury.
Everybody know what needs to be done, what's at stake, what's on the line.